Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lucas Oil Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Straight to the air is Richardson. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, we're one snap in, and already this defense has potentially killed this opening drive. And remember how valuable every possession is in the NFL. Talk about setting an immediate tone by this defense.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Trying again, following the sack. Rolling left, buying some time. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. Penalty not helping their cause for this 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Now Richardson on 4th down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Grant Delpit in to pick it off. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. So on our opening drive, Brock, we've got a big defensive highlight already as the pick 6 starts off our scoring.
This is a defense who isn't hiding how they're approaching this game. They want to be disruptive. They're unafraid to be aggressive. Can be a risky mentality to have, but boy, can it set a tone early.
Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Browns will jump out to a 7-0 lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. After the pick, Richardson back to the air. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. And they get there to touch him down, Brock, but a big gain on that play. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. He puts some juice on it deep. This is caught inside the 15. It's an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. I think we actually saw him call it early there, Brock. He made that throw, and then he signaled it was gonna be a touchdown. Like a guy calling it before his three-pointer goes through the net.
Oh, you mean like Larry Legend Bird? In the three-point shooting contest in the 80s?
Well, maybe not the Tyrese Maxey.
The kids weren't alive, I get it. And they weren't alive in the 80s. They didn't see Larry Legend do it, but he did. And he anticipated, just like the quarterback.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. They'll come out throwing. It's complete to Hunter Henry. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. First and 10, looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
After the sack, another pass on second down. Connecting on the slant. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line.
You know, with some of these tight ends today, you could put 2 guys, heck, put 3 guys on them, and they still find a way to make those catches. With how they move at their size, they really are the ultimate matchup advantage.
And the Colts into the dime set for third down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about, It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. He connects downfield on fourth. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. One of their best play calls of this game, Brock. Nets him 17 yards on fourth down and gets them the first. They'll throw it again. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. Third and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Running for the marker on second. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Shotgun now on third down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on fourth and short. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
Takes the snap, 4th and inches. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything. And boy, did they ever attack it.
Richardson now on 1st and 10. He locates Adonai Mitchell. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Okay, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense right there on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Here's Richardson. Escapes the pocket. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll be first down, Colts.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
First down throw here from Richardson. Chased out to his right. This one finds Taylor. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Colts have the football. They're advancing it well as they face second down. Straight ahead with Taylor. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. That one ends up a gain of 6. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Taylor again. And he makes it to the start of the red zone down at the 20. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Let's go. 79.
To throw, Richardson. That's complete to Wilson. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Taylor runs it in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts take a 2nd quarter lead. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even in early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Throwing it to start this drive. He completes it in traffic. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Kenny Moore there to make the stop. Second and 6 now. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Daniel Scott with the pick. And the Colts get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
I've not yet in my lifetime come across a defender who hasn't told me how great an offensive player they were back in the day. Oh, you should have seen me as a running back or wide receiver. Well, right there, that defender showed some of that background. A brilliant job of getting into the open field and setting his offense up for success.
On 1st down, it's Richardson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
We've got enough data now through the years to understand that an explosive play on offense more often than not leads to scoring. We also know if you can create a negative play defensively. In a tightly contested game like this, every play matters. And to get that negative play, put this offense on their heels, exactly what this defense needed.
Second down carry for Taylor. Room to run inside the 20. Dives for the end zone, and he makes it. Touchdown! The Colts pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Gay with the point after. And the Colts double their lead to 14. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They motion the tight end over. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. It's a 31-yard play. And that gives the Browns a 1st.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Following that last play, want to keep that pedal down. 1st and 10 from the 45. Back to throw. That's to his back. Here's Rachaad White. And he couldn't quite get the edge. He goes out of bounds and maybe gets back to the line.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can you get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
Second and 10 now. He'll on the turf, the ball's out, he lost it. And no turnover, it's going to stay with the offense. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
3rd and long for him here. Hits his running back. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Indy. The Browns in possession. They are now set for 1st and 10. He'll throw it yet again. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
I hate those situations, Kate, as a QB. I'm looking for an open passing lane, and I can't find one anywhere. He thought he had one available. Defense did a better job of knocking it away.
connect on first. It's second down. They are throwing it again. Throw caught at the 6. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Browns chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Throwing from the pistol, Richardson. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So now they're gonna have to figure out this 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Colts going to kick this away now on 4th, and it's Rigoberto Sanchez on for the punt. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. So this one goes out of bounds inside the 20, but not by much. They're giving him the 18-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Again for the first time to Rachaad White. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Throwing now off play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate. Right, we talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with a tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
from their own end zone, and he gets it away. He'll start from the 39. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That one scored as a massive 67-yard effort. And hardly any time remaining for them in this game. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Richardson. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Throwing across his body, and it backfires. Interception. And the Browns get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Here comes the final play of our first half. They kick the running back in motion. A final throw before the break. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Picked up by Jalen Jones. And the Colts do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Drive starts with a carry by White. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. But if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one. Softening up the front and opening the door. Bigger gap in the future.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 28. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And it's 3rd down. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose. They'll throw on 3rd and long. Burton there to bring it in.
And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
Browns are lined up to punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. He broke 50 on his first punt and looks to have done the same here. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Cut out left. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Offense in the hurry up here. Richardson now on 1st and 10. Wilson's got it. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
From the gun, Taylor. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Pick up a 5 on that play, and it'll be 1st down, Colts.
They had the 1st down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. They go again with Taylor. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. From the 45 on 2nd down. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
3rd and short yardage here, Richardson. He's on the move. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
First down, ball at the 36. Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 34. That's low and bounces short of his man. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Richardson. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. second interception of the season.
I don't know about you, but I'm a little surprised that one didn't make it all the way back for 6. Took some amazing effort from the guys making the tackle to save a touchdown, but still an outstanding return from a defense that sensed they needed the big play, and they found it.
Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's 1st and goal. Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. That's a Cleveland touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Bates now for the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Browns tie this game at 21. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete.
You know, I don't mind taking that risk, especially on early downs. You try to shot downfield, it doesn't work. But Kate, the good news, you got 2 more downs to try to find it first.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Rush coming for Richardson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. To throw, Richardson. On target to Downs. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
You know, they call the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Some early movement on the left side there, but was he the first to go, or was he provoked? They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Play action with Richardson. Throw left side, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
A humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Oh, movement on the line before the snap, though. This is going to be a false start. One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Throwing from the gun. This is reeled in by Wilson. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Taylor now up the middle. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. This is Taylor, and he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Now Richardson to throw. He brings it in. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. We're still tied through 3 here. Neither defense has given an inch in this one. It's all knotted up at 21. Plenty of scoring here as we begin the final quarter. Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but thinking touchdown here as they get set up 1st and goal. Throwing now, Richardson. Buys time, rolling right. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Intercepted in the end zone. And the Browns, they're going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. It's White on the give. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, once we saw them on a collision course with one another, we know how inertia works. The bigger man, he wins.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Setting up a throw. That's Tillman. He's got it. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. To the air. 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Throwing now on 1st down. Jerry Jeudy with the grab. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Give him 24 on that play. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down. He'll throw it yet again. Completed to his running back. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off a 1st down.
Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but thinking touchdown here as they get set up 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their 1st. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
Now might be a good spot to remind everybody, about for the 1000th time, how much better athletes these D tackles are today, Kate. A decade or 2 ago, they just ate up space. Now, they eat up running backs.
Now from the 6 after that last play. Here's 2nd and goal. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. The back's got it.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works. They come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Indy. Browns in range for a game-winning score. Less than a yard, all that's needed on 4th and goal. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. An important attempt coming up here for Jake Bates. Angling this one in from the right hash to challenge here. That one is good! And late in the 4th, they have grabbed a lead.
That's called getting his job done, Kate, drilling it right through. And now they're in position to win this game. Now it's on some of those guys who are out there with them on the kick, those defenders, to hang on to this lead to give them the win.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. Snared by his running back. It's Najee Harris. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second and 6 coming up here. He'll look to throw it. Hauled in by Downs. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First and 10 from the 41. Here he is to throw. That's complete to Wilson. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Back to throw. A quick slant into the hands of Downs. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. First down throw here from Richardson. Wilson's got it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that will set up first and goal. From the red zone now. Forced out to his right. And he's in, and that's a touchdown. And with almost no time left, he just likely won them this game. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
And it's good, so they take the lead, and the extra point buys them some breathing room. A field goal does not tie it now. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. They'll come out throwing. He'll get this to Tillman. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. So there's the timeout called, and we're going to see if they think there's enough time for 2 plays or just one last snap. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Running back sent in motion left. Pass play on first and 10. Rolling into enemy territory. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They've got first down from the 31. They'll motion him out of the backfield. That's taken in by Henry. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. So the Colts pick up the win in this one. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So for Brock Ewart, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indy.
That's how I be happening. This for all my not abandoned. For my ladies on stage, they clapping. Transaction, cause your mama need a mansion. Get crackin', put them in the. Can't forget the yellow brother in. Shed so many tears, lost 100 friends. Every time I see them, I'ma need that. Believe that. Label tryna give me feedback, tell me bring the streets back. Fans said they want 2015 Vince. Drop big fish, cuz been weak since. Damn. Tell me how you really feel. Yeah. All I wanted was a couple mil. Make the city proud. Put it down for them. Come and tear it down.
I came in nothing but them raps, the clothes on my back, them L-dogs, nothing but them blacks. The A, with a black man is debonair. I'm talking about a black man's heaven here. Shorty, we going where the destination is manifested. We learn how to collect reparations and invest it. I went from dressing the coldest to catching the COVID, to blessed with success and promoted to just go.
Yeah, buddy, you ready or not? Don't really care if you was or you wasn't LeBron. From now on, I'm calling the shots. I don't really care about your hating little daddy LeBron. Your mammy's a pity. Anytime I get beside myself, I remind myself from Think I gotta go through. I don't like therapists, I don't like most. You love me, my go-to. Love a thing blind on top like Goku. Just left Noble, back in my dojo. Channel like Aura, got the whole Roku. Been big dog from the Tether Road, told you. Wait, don't even know you. Step right, I'm a long trip. Blick at my VIP. Snack of my. Won't break, won't miss. Rich took his check out. We talking start like ball hype, pretty face guy like bruh. How do I exist? In the gym every day, I'm gonna miss. My daddy like boy, don't blow my assist. I got it. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goaded. 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 Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it.